Committee on Government Assurances is made up of 25 members and is one of 15 standing committees of Parliament. Chaired by Honourable Emmanuel K. Bejra, MP for Ho West, its mandate enjoins it to pursue all assurances, promises and undertakings given by ministers before Parliament from time to time and report to the House on the extent to which such assurances have been carried out.
That we have carried out, which will be visiting site. Our work is such that we don't want to tell you where we'll be going next. We will keep it to ourselves, and when the time is due, we'll let the people of Ghana to know.
With a clear roadmap, they set off to verify the extent to which such promises and undertakings have been fulfilled. Members first headed for Atuabo, the host community for Ghana Gas Company Limited. The plant is a highly capital-intensive investment whose deadline for completion was missed a number of times. The MPs were first given a briefing by Dr. Ben Ashanti, Director of Technical Operations. He gave a summary of the product that the facility will be churning out.
When we take custody of, let's say, 120 million scarves of gas, million standard cubic feet per day of gas, we'll be producing about 107 lean gas. Then LPGs, about 500 tons. Pentanes, about 80 tons on a daily basis, and condensates, about 45 tons. So you see that we have a whole slate of products that will be coming from this processing facility. The LPG particularly, currently, would account for about 75% of the current national demand.
He also mentioned key benefits of the project to the nation.
We would be having reliable, for the first time, reliable supply of indigenous gas for power generation. In this case, equivalent to about 500 megawatts for initial raw gas feed of 120. Cost savings to VRA, tremendous. On a yearly basis, 500 million. And that is because instead of us using our cherished foreign exchange to go and buy light crude oil, close to about $2.5 million every day, when we use gas, we save about 1.2 or thereabouts, totaling to about $500 million a year in savings just by substitution of gas for light crude oil for power generation.
This was his response when committee members wanted to know the ownership structure of gas.
We look at it two ways. We do have the associated gas. Associated gas, essentially gas that is associated with the oil. You come to prospect for oil, you have some gas associated with it. The government has the right of first refusal to take it and actually buy it. GMPC has got a stake in that as well, up to about 13.75%. But the partners or whoever came to do the drilling has got its share as well. The government can opt to buy it, and there are government policies as the sale or the purchase of these associated gas. Then we have the unassociated gas. So you come and you invest and you drill and you're looking for oil and you don't find oil, you find gas. In terms of compensation, the government says, okay, we might give you a higher price for that particular gas. So the unassociated gas usually attracts a higher rate in terms of the commodity price.
Dr. Ben Ashanti explained what contributed to the delay in meeting the deadline for completion.
Our team was committed that if there were any procured equipment that did not meet the standard, whether it's on site, whether it is installed, we would take it out and get it replaced. That contributed also to some of the delays. We did not compromise on safety, we did not compromise on quality because of time.
After the briefing, members of the Committee on Government Assurances went to verify what was on the ground by way of progress of work, among other things. The facility maintains a department, Marshalling Cabinet Room, MCR, which runs a virtual plant linked to the gas plant itself by what is described as a soft internet connection.
Everything that you have on your plant, we have it here. We can monitor readings here. We can troubleshoot issues from here. For instance, this that you see here is my deethanizer. The deethanizer that you saw, we have it virtually here. We have every single instrument on it, be it my temperature gauge, my pressure gauge. I can read it from here. I can monitor in real time whatever the temperature is. If there's an issue, I can solve it here or resolve it here. The system is built in such that it can diagnose issues on itself and it can solve it on itself.
The Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Gas, Dr. George Sipayanki, says they are not only satisfied with the quality of work done, but proud that they were undertaken by Ghanaian engineers.
When we conducted run the plant, you didn't see any foreigner, a Chinese or an European. It's all our Ghanaian engineers, and they have exhibited their familiarity with the facilities, and they did also demonstrate their competence. So I'm very confident that we've got trained Ghanaian engineers who will be able to manage this project.
I'm very impressed that a Ghanaian coordinated this work with Ghanaian engineers, and people also getting skills out of it, because what we've been told is that even for jobs that Chinese people are doing, they have Ghanaian counterparts. So there is kind of technology transfer which is beneficial to this country. So I think it's good. We are going to meet the minister, because there are certain parts of this job that will have to be done by VRA and the other agencies that are under the minister.
We are impressed about what has been done, especially with the team, the caliber of staff that we've seen here, and their commitment to work. I must say that it is impressive to know that we have Ghanaians who are capable of running their own show, as been demonstrated by Ghana Gas processing plant. The next leg of issues is to have a dialogue with the minister to find out when exactly, you should give us a specific date, when gas will flow through this processing plant for Ghanaians to enjoy.
The Abuazi thermal plant, being run by Takrady International Company TICO, also in the Western region, was next on the verification mission. The existing plant is christened TICO 1. Currently ongoing are expansion works categorized under TICO 2. The project's scope involves conversion from simple to a combined cycle power plant. Coming at a cost of over $260 million, the construction period is between July 2012 and October 2014. The plant will receive gas from Ghana Gas for power generation to help bridge the supply gap currently being experienced across the country.
The promise made to Ghanaians and the people of Ghana is that by second quarter of 2014, the plant will be ready and gas will start flowing. Our visit to the Atuabo gas plant revealed that we are indeed ready, about 99% ready. We visited the plant, we noticed that we were actually ready. Now, our understanding is that they will process the gas all right, but the end user of the gas, basically VRA, TICO, and POL. So we are here today to find out whether you who are supposed to take the processed gas and produce energy for us, because the production of the gas is not just the end, it's just a means. And for Ghanaians to experience the power, the doomsday that we all know of, for it to stop, we are here to find out from you whether you are ready to receive the gas and convert that gas into power, as promised by the Minister of Finance as well as the Minister of Energy.
Yes, what the Minister of Finance said and what the Minister of Energy said about one, our preparedness to burn natural gas, which is much more cost efficient, environmentally friendlier, is on course.
However, according to Nana Osafo-Adjei, there are bureaucratic issues that are causing delays.
The interesting thing is that the government consent and support agreement backstops some of these delays and charges. And as we speak, the Chief Finance Officer is not here, but he tells me that only as a result of delays in clearances, we have charges close to about $2 million, which are coming from the contractor. And this obviously is not healthy. And I must be very quick to add that anytime we have had to find a way of raising the red flag with the Minister of Energy and the Minister of Finance, they have found some way to help us. The seawater cooling system has suffered one of the major challenges that we'll be talking about. But the good thing is that the owner, in collaboration with the contractors and all our partners, have put our heads together. We have a design for a temporary intake to take care of the commissioning process whilst we quickly reorganize to make sure that the seawater system is fully complete.
We'll debate on the report that we submit to Parliament, and Parliament will take it up with the Executive. The Minister makes a promise that he's going to do certain things and doesn't do it. It is our duty to make sure that the Minister does it or give reason why he does not do it. In the past, the committee has been working, but in the quiet. But now we've decided that we'll bring it up and make sure that when the minister promises, as usual, people are beginning to lose confidence in elected officials because we make all kinds of promises and we don't fulfill them. But current parliament, that is the sixth parliament, decided, the leadership decided that this committee must begin to work and also have a teeth to bite.
While in the Western region, the committee members also visited the project site for the construction of a 4-story community day senior high school at BrongAhafo. Messrs. Antarctic Construction Works Limited of Accra is putting up the facility. At the time of the verification visit, they were 5 months into the construction of phase 1 of the project. With a contract duration of 18 months, the superstructure was already in place.
This is the ground floor. We are done with the first floor slab, and we are done with the pillars for the second floor pillars. As you can see, we are done with it. So right now we are going to the second floor.
Members quizzed the site engineer on several issues regarding the project. Of concern to some were meeting the contract deadline and ensuring value for money.
Right now, the contractor himself is funding this project. He's not been given any mobilization, but we have approved the budget for this particular senior high school. So we will appeal to the government to release funds to the contractors or the consultants or the senior high school projects to enable them work faster.
The chief of Bamianko, who accompanied members of the committee to the site, has his eye on the project all the time.
I always come to visit them, and they tell us their problems and challenges. We try to solve some of them for them.
We've seen the quality of works, and we also want to commend that you are doing extremely well. Even though the consultants are not here, are not present, or at all times, they only come once in a while. We want to ask that the consultant will deploy a clerk of works to be here, to be supervising and making sure that no shoddy work will be done from henceforth. So on behalf of the committee, we want to commend Antarctic Construction Works Limited and AESR's consultant and Minister of Education for doing this work. In fact, our pin here is to monitor what we are doing. We are not education committee, we are a government assurance committee. We want to be sure that the promises given by the minister has been fulfilled.
The reconstruction of the Sunyani Road in Kumasi is one project whose completion date has been missed a number of times. Naturally, the Government Assurances Committee, worried about the situation, decided to extend its verification visit to the site. Work commenced in August 2007 and was to have been done within 36 months.
This project should have been finished 4 years ago. They're still struggling with it. It's causing a huge traffic on the main Kumasi-Sunyani road to the extent that all the big trucks, the timber trucks, the buses and so on are now trying to find their way around these small roads in the constituency and in the process ruining whatever was left of the road infrastructure.
Its scope of work includes the construction of an 11-kilometer dual carriageway from Ebiakor to the Center for National Culture, the Sofo Line and Komfo-Anokye interchanges, the relocation of utilities, and the relocation of affected public structures.
The first scope, we've done about, let's say, 70% because we are now tidying up about 6.5 kilometers out of the 11 kilometers. For the second scope, which is the construction of Sofo Line interchange, we have about 98% completed. We are only left with the road furniture, that is putting the road marking, powering the street lights and so on. Now when we come to the relocation of the utilities, that one we have also done about 90% of the relocation of the utilities. Komfo-Anokye interchange we haven't started because of the challenges of compensation. If you put everything together, we are about 78% complete of the entire project.
The maternal and child health block at the Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital in Kumasi is one project that has suffered so much delay. Started in 1974, it has seen many governments who unfortunately have not been able to complete it. Various modifications have been made to suit the exigent